So with the announcement that the Ninja Turtles, all four of the Ninja Turtles are going to be a DLC in Injustice 2, I saw, and also apparently the news that has come out that Ed Boon has stated that even though all three fighter packs are out, all three of the fighter packs are out, there's still the strong possibility that we could get more DLC characters in the future. Again, keep in mind that Ed Boon just loves to troll us, keep that in mind that, Ed Boon is like the king of trolls. When it comes to this kind of stuff. So he could be bullshitting us, but let's take this with a grain of salt and kind of talk about, let's say he's telling the truth, and he could be, but keep in mind it's Ed Boon. That's, take everything with a grain of salt, but let's say that Ed Boon is true, and we get more characters in the future, more DC and more guest characters in the future. So, for the hell of it, because I didn't really do a video with this, I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did on a full scale. But yeah, actually no I did, but I talked about how the DLC characters could be all Vertigo characters, so, and there's still a possibility for that. So for the hell of it, I decided to talk about what other guest characters I would like to see in Injustice 2 if Ed Boon is telling the truth. Very big, Ed Boon telling truth. That's an oxymoron in and of itself, people. But I figured, you know what? For the hell of it, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun and talk about what DLC characters I would like to see in Injustice 2. Like what DLC guest characters I would really love to see in Injustice 2. So yeah. Also, for sake of argument, because I'm being realistic here, I'm not going to put any characters from Disney, nor Marvel, or even Star Wars. There is no chance that is going to happen. So no Marvel, no Disney, no Star Wars. Those characters are not going to be included in this list because, Marvel, Disney, the mouse is kind of a stickler. But still, there may be some other characters that you might be interested to find, and some of them are just for fun, really. So, and that's the core thing you have to understand with this video, is that this is all in good fun. So anyway, let's get started with the first DLC character I would absolutely love to have, a DLC guest character I would love to have in Injustice. Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd makes so much sense for this kind of universe. It's a very totalitarian universe that, Batman's trying to fight against, and you have the whole, you have this whole thing of the regime, and, Judge Dredd himself is no stranger to the DC universe. He's crossed over with Batman 4 times, and crossed over with Lobo once. So, yeah, he's, it's a character that's crossed over into the DC universe, same with, Ninja Turtles and Hellboy, who've also teamed up with Batman. So it makes sense that Judge Dredd is just a character you could see in this universe and, play well in here. I mean, you've already got, technically, they're not just Nickelodeon characters, they're IDW characters, the Ninja Turtles. And currently, IDW has the comic rights to Judge Dredd. Just saying. And DC and IDW have suddenly become buddy, so just saying. But could you imagine the moveset for Judge Dredd? Oh, that'd be so cool. Like the combinations you could use with the Lawgiver. Oh, that'd be great. Like rapid fire, flare, grenade launcher. Definitely like a lot of ranged moves from the Lawgiver. You could even like run him over with a motorcycle. That'd probably be like the special move. Like I could see like up close with the baton. Yeah, just beat someone down with the baton. I could also see that for the storyline, Dredd would be part of the regime. He would be one of the new DLC characters, because a lot of them have all been on Batman's side by the dialogue, we can tell. So he would be one of the first, I would say, because he would definitely think that, regime Superman and Wonder Woman, their whole thing is like, it's all order, it's, there's rules, stuff like that. So definitely he would be on the regime side of this whole, in a storyline. So definitely Dredd, and I would love to have like some conversation between him and Batman. Like Batman comes out, and he's like, "I thought I left you. Why aren't you back in Mega City 1, Dredd? I came to take you down, fat jet." There's no chance of that. Or something like Batman walks out and is like, "We've done this before, Dredd. Yeah, and I beat you all 4 times. Not this time." Because if you guys who don't know, in the Dredd Batman crossovers, Dredd has actually beaten or fought to a draw with Batman. He's actually one of the few people who can go toe-to-toe and actually has beaten down Batman. So I think that's really cool. I think it'd be a nice little reference right there. So Dredd, definitely, he would be really cool. Other DLC characters that are, you know, in the comics that would be really cool and fit in here, I would say, you know, obviously, I think we've all talked about Spawn. Also, for real cool for a premiere skin for Dredd, real quick, would be Judge Death. Judge Death would be an awesome premiere skin for Dredd. And speaking of premiere skins, if we ever get Spawn, can we have Redeemer as the premiere skin? Just saying, you know, just have Redeemer as the premiere skin. I'm just saying. If we ever get Spawn, just give us Redeemer as an added premiere skin. Anyway, what was I saying? So there you go, there's one. Another one would be Terminator, T-800, and it would probably be without the Schwarzenegger skin. Then again, because again, likenesses are very, you know, expensive, but then again, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator showed up as a guest character in a wrestling game. I remember that. Yeah, he showed up in a WWE, or was it WWE? Yeah, it was WWE wrestling game. I think it was... I can't remember what the date was, but yeah, he shows up as the Terminator as a playable character in one of the wrestling games. So yeah, why not in Injustice, right? Why not Injustice? And again, the Terminator's crossed over with Superman, so it makes sense. In terms of other characters, I think Shredder would be cool. I mean, you got the Turtles, and, you know, Shredder and Casey Jones, they would be really awesome. I would even say that, maybe, like, this is a long shot, but since it's in the DC/Warner Brothers wheelhouse, how about Space Ghost? Yeah, Space Ghost would actually be really cool, and again, he's teamed up with, you know, he teamed up with Batman in Batman Brave and the Bold. He recently did a crossover with Green Lantern, so... yeah, and yeah, Space Ghost, there's so many varieties you could do with that, and I can only imagine the gear system for Space Ghost, like having the invisibility, you could upgrade the wristbands. Oh, there's so many things you could do with that character, actually. I was kind of joking at first, but no, Space Ghost as a DLC would probably be kind of badass. For other characters, this is more for fun. Now, keep in mind these next two are for more like, haha, wouldn't it be cool, but it's never going to happen kind of thing. But with, you know, we had Ninja Turtles, the possibilities are endless, right? But for these next two, really take with a grain of salt that this is all in good fun. So the first one for the next DLC character I want to talk about is Garnet from Steven Universe. Garnet would just make so much sense to be in here. Again, to an extent, but like I can only imagine her moveset would be up close, in your face, kind of grappling. But her long range could be like she could stretch her arm out and grab you, or you know, shoot her fist. She could actually shoot her fists like rockets. So that would be like a long range attack. But more or less, I imagine her as more like a grappler, and I can only imagine the gear system for Garnet. It would actually be a lot of fun of like seeing her like walk onto the stage, just activate her fists, her big gauntlets. And yeah, just like I saw the future. You were beaten, or something like that. I think that would be a lot of cool. But again, doubt it. I mean, it is under Cartoon Network, so maybe. But I don't know if that will generate like, oh, wouldn't that be cool? And here's the other one that would just be for the fun of it. This is another character that's more like, oh, wouldn't this be fun? But it's never going to happen. Is Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Azula would be just so much fun to see her. Like, wouldn't that be the best punk ever? Like how people got punked at the beginning of the when they were about to reveal the Turtles, and everyone thought it was like Melina or even Elektra, and then the Turtles come out. Like, maybe have it like in the DLC trailer you have her in, and I'm going hypothetical here. But maybe have it like you see the lightning come out, and everyone's thinking, "Oh my God, it's static! Oh my God, it's static!" And then she just walks out and goes, "Were you expecting someone else?" I mean, you've got Grey Griffin already doing Catwoman. I mean, you might as well get her back. And technically, the Ninja Turtles are Nickelodeon characters because they own the rights to the Turtles. I'm just saying. Just saying. I mean, that would, like, just the brutality of that character, and again, I think she would be on the regime side. Just the brutality, the gear system would be really cool with her, like, give her, like, something akin to, like, maybe, like, her father's Phoenix King armor, or something to that degree. That would be really cool. She'd definitely be, like, a mix of range and close-up character, but maybe it'd be probably more, like, far range because of all the firebending. But again, keep in mind, that one's more like, haha, wouldn't that be fun? That's kind of the big thing. It's like, yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Never gonna happen, but wouldn't it be cool? It'd be fun, right? Yeah. I know a lot of people, like, RoboCop would be really cool. I can only imagine the gear system for that. Maybe, like, you can upgrade him to look like how he did in RoboCop 3. Something to that degree. Yeah, RoboCop would be really cool. I know a lot of people wanted Buffy, too. But from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that'd be fine. There was someone else, but it's completely left my mind. For other comic book characters, I'd say if you want to go for, like, Image characters, because obviously, you know, a lot of people are talking with Spawn, but there's a lot of other Image characters that would be really cool in here, like Savage Dragon. Ah, Savage Dragon would actually be really badass to be in in Injustice. I would even say, for Walking Dead fans, maybe Negan. And people are like, well, why Negan? Why Negan? Well, he's a popular character, one, and that's probably, like, again, Enchantress was just in there because of the movie and her popularity there. So, maybe because of the popularity with him with Walking Dead, and, I'm just, again, this is kind of bullshit, really. But, I mean, he is a popular Image character, so maybe... yeah, but if I was to pick any Image character, it'd be Spawn first, or Savage Dragon, or even Shadowhawk. I don't know if anyone cares about Shadowhawk anymore, sadly. Maybe if I was to go with Boom Studios, because the Power Rangers, honestly, you got the Ninja Turtles, so why not, like, Green or White Ranger? You know, actually, it would be really cool if you had White Ranger, and you could update the gear system to make it look like Dracon from the Boom Studios comic. For those who don't know who Dracon is, Dracon's an alternate timeline version of Tommy, who after the spell was broken with the Green Ranger, he stayed with Rita and helped defeat the Power Rangers, and then he stole the White Ranger power, and it fused with the Green Ranger energy. That'd actually be really cool, if you could do that. That'd actually be a lot of fun. So yeah, green/white, or maybe White Ranger would be really cool. And I'm pretty sure you could get Jason David Frank to do the voicing. Or actually, would be kind of fun is if, like, maybe you could have a White Ranger and then have Green Ranger be a premier skin. That'd actually be the best way to do it. So you could have both. Zed would be kind of fun. And keep in mind, at this point, I'm just kind of having fun with it at this point. So Zed would be fun. There's another one I think would be kind of cool. Again, with Ninja Turtle characters, I already talked about, like, Casey Jones and Shredder. Maybe Splinter? Maybe? But yeah. At this point, I was just kind of having a lot of fun, and I don't really have much else to say, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what guest characters would you like to see if they still bring out characters for Injustice? You know, just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm really curious to see what characters you guys would like to see, guest characters you'd like to see from, like, comics or games or even anime. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a lot of fun. I always keep it being a little more realistic because, again, there's no chance we're going to see Spider-Man in Injustice or see like Darth Vader in Injustice. There's no chance of that happening. So that's why I kind of left him out. But anyway, once again, just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.